Hi, welcome to Undead Yarn. This is episode 72, take 3. I'm hoping there's not too much of a glare. It seems like there might be a little bit of one, but maybe if I sit here, there, that's a little better. This is take 3. You guys know I'm having trouble with my computer. I have to find out what's wrong with it. I don't know yet. When I look into the computer, it looks like everything is okay, and I know it's not because it's not recording. So anyway, let's go ahead and get right into what I've been working on. In my kitchen counter crafter bag, I have the yarn I've been working on from Night Owl Fibers, and I showed you guys the first sock last time. I'm about ready to put in for the heel flap soon. Here's how much I have left. So I'm pretty sure I will finish these before the into the wool knit along is finished. And I found out that Kitchen Counter Crafter counts for points, so now I have 2 points instead of 1. I also have been working on some socks. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I don't have them here. I'll have to show them next time. But I did start my BC yarning socks with the Harry Potter colorway, so I'll show those next time. You can go to my Instagram feed to see them if you want to see them now. And I have one finished object. I wasn't going to put it on, but I might as well so you can see it better. And this is by Caitlin French. I did a test knit for her. She's putting out a group of patterns. This is the hat. It doesn't have a name yet, but I really like how it has this little opening. It makes me think of the 20s, you know, like the flappers. And I'm going to keep this hat for myself because I think it came out really cute. I don't normally wear hats, but I like this one, so maybe I will wear it. And this is done with Undead yarn. It's a base that I no longer carry. It's called Frankenstein. It's a single, but it's in the Atlantis colorway. You can see it's a single, and that's showing up true to color, which is nice when you're outside. It seems like the color shows up better. The only thing I may run into trouble with, it looks like, is there may be a glare when I'm recording. Maybe I can turn this around. Let's see if I turn it around, if the glare is less. Now it's here on my shoulder, so I guess it doesn't really matter where I put it. I think I'm going to go back to where I was. Sorry. Hope I'm not making anybody seasick. Uh-oh. That's just going to stay down. Okay. Okay, I do have some spinning to show you guys. And this is the Yak and Merino by Dana Unwind Yarn Company. I thought I had the tag. I don't see it in here. But this is the Yak that I spun, and you can see it's got browns with whites in it, and it was just lovely to spin. 50 Merino and Yak, just lovely. And I also spun, you know, I don't have everything down here today. I also spun 4 ounces of Willy Wonka fiber, which I will show you guys next time. And I spun 4 ounces of Highland Handmaids, which I will show next time. So, and they're all up on my Instagram feed if you want to see what they look like right now. They're really, the first one, the Willy Wonka fibers was another kind of luxury fiber. It was alpaca silk and merino, and it was lovely to spin. And the last thing was a BFL, which is not my favorite to spin, but it's actually, BFL is very easy to spin. And I liked the colors because she overdyed, I believe, a brown BFL. And it had orange and brown and yellow. And you guys know those are my favorite colors, so I just love that. So those are the things that I got done this week. I also had a class with Franklin Habit, which I will talk more about next time because I didn't bring that down either. So I figured today whatever I brought down is what's going to get talked about. Because I had to bring all my stuff. Usually what I use, I work in my office. That's where you guys see me normally in my podcast. That's where everything is kept mostly. So I'll talk about that next time. It was a knitted plaid colorwork class, and I took it at Yarnorama, which is in Page, Texas, which is halfway between Austin and Houston. And it's going to be on the Yarn Crawl, which will be coming up in October, so I'm sure I'll be talking about that shop again. I hope I brought, yes, I did bring the book. For some reason, I forgot to talk about this last time. This is the second place I went at Houston Fiber Festival to get this book by Denise at Lost City Knits. And she and her husband went to the Shetland Islands, and he took the photographs, I believe. It doesn't say who did the photographs, but I think he's the one who took the photographs. And he wrote essays, and I've read a little bit of it. And I got her to sign my book. And there are several things in here that I would really like to make. I love, there's a really complicated shawl that's incredibly beautiful that maybe one day was like a bucket list knit, but I probably wouldn't knit it right away. But here's the first one that I really like. It's gorgeous, and of course it's the one that's on the cover, and that's my my favorite color. It's the Kishi shawl. And then let me show you a couple other ones. There was a Hap shawl. This is the one I definitely will probably knit, because Hap shawls are not as intricate lace as some other shawls are, and I really like that. It's called the Lerwick Harbor Hap. And then I wanted to show you guys the really amazingly beautiful, let's show you the picture in the back, amazingly beautiful picture of the shawl that I hope one day to make. It's just incredibly beautiful and intricate. I made a shawl like that before, and it took me a whole year, so when I do something like that, I know it's going to be a long commitment. And then I guess, because I bought this book, which is great, I didn't realize this, and I just noticed it now on the back page, that I get a free download of the book as well, which is awesome, because then I can just use my phone or Kindle if I need to when I'm working on these patterns. And that is Ultima Thule. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correct. Let me know if you know. And it's patterns inspired by the Shetland Islands. And it's just beautiful. I love this book. What else do I have to tell you guys about? Oh, the Knit Dye Spin. If you knit something with an indie dyed yarn, if you dye either fiber or yarn, or if you've been spinning for Tour de Fleece, please go enter your objects into the finished objects thread. I have 3 prizes. There's not a lot of entries yet, so you have a really good chance of winning. And you can use something that you've already been working on as long as it's completed during the month of June or August. Or I mean, not June, July or August. If you finish it during July or August, you can post it for a prize, a chance to win a prize. And I've got 3 prizes. One is a bat from Brazen Stitchery. Another is a skein of BFL, superwash BFL in the DK weight that is undyed, so somebody can dye it. And then the other one is a skein of 2 by hand in the, what is that colorway called? Whiz Bang, in the Whiz Bang colorway. So those are things that you'd be eligible to win. And if you go ahead and enter it, I don't mind if you're double dipping and other things. I know a lot of people are doing Stash Dash right now. If you have knit something in an indie dyed yarn for Stash Dash, you're welcome to enter that into the thread as long as it's been completed in the month of June or July. So next up, oh, I wanted to also mention that I do have a D-stash on Ravelry, and there's still a lot of things up there that I'm sure people would really like to get. I have some lollipop yarn, a skein of self-striping lollipop yarn. There's some abstract fiber, there's some Desert Vista dye works, and I do have a couple of sweater quantities. So if you are looking for something particular, go ahead and take a look at my D-stash, and I am Knitty Girl on Ravelry. I don't know if I said that at the beginning of the podcast, but I'm Knitty Girl on Ravelry. And I wanted to show you guys my Potiversary color. I might have mentioned this before, I'm not sure. But this is the Wild Rumpus colorway. And I am hosting a giveaway for this right now. This particular skein is on BFL. You can see I haven't taken the ties off yet. Remember I told you guys you need to have a lot of ties when you dye yarn so it doesn't get tangled. But if you would like a chance to win this, if you go on to the Ravelry group and find the Wild Rumpus giveaway thread, if you answer the prompt, you can be entered to win a skein of this yarn, and I will dye it on any base that I have available to myself right now. So I wanted to mention that, and I'll probably close that before the end of the month, maybe Friday, probably Friday or Saturday. I will close that thread. Oh, I have a lot of stuff to show you. Let's see. I did buy a couple of things. This is, I was so excited to get this. I saw this and I just wanted it immediately. Y'all, I got an Undersue Knits sock blank. And look, how perfect is that? It's so funny. Because when I bought it from her, she said, "That is so you." And it is. I love it. Vampires. What could be better? And it's pinks and purples. And I even love, there's this little touch of orange up there. I just love it. It's going to be so much fun to knit. It's just like the one I got last week from Phoenix Fibers. I want to start it right now. Ooh, fiber. Fiber is flying. And I also got some mini skeins from Juliana's Fiber. They are no longer having the strike in Canada, so if you wanted anything from Canada, you can go ahead and start looking at their shops. And these are just some minis, some variegated pastel minis that I thought were really pretty. And I got, oh, I forgot about this. I can't believe I forgot about this. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you're on Etsy, if you like a shop, you definitely should favorite it, because it's easier to find when you go back to Etsy the next time. But every time you open it up, Etsy, it shows you what the shops you favorited have recently posted. And that's the whole reason I got the Russian Rainbow by Alaska Nancy. I have wanted this for ages, probably since she put it out, and I don't know how long ago she put it out. It's been years. I want to say about 5 years or so she's been dyeing this colorway, and it's just amazing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I might decide to make a shawl instead of socks. I'm not sure. I'll have to. It says that each stripe is 5 feet long, so it probably would be really cool as a shawl, because y'all know I don't make really tall socks. Normally I live in Texas, so I want to make sure I get more than one repeat out of this. But yeah, this was up, and it was at a discount because there were 2 knots in it. I'm like, who cares? 2 knots, big deal. But score. Russian Rainbow. Awesome. And then I also got, this I just got, and I hadn't had it when I recorded the podcast last time. I'm sorry if you hear one of my dogs whining. He wants to be in here right now, and he can't be while I'm doing this. I got my Hedgehog Fibers sock cup. Aren't they lovely? I haven't even looked at what the colorway names are yet, but they're just beautiful. And I'm sorry if you're hearing some crinkling. I'm not ready to take them out because I'm not going to use them right away. The one that's purple and orange is called Harissa. And this one is called Agave, which I think is lovely. That's a good name for it. Agave, the agave plant grows here in Texas, and that's actually the plant they use to make tequila. So that's all my enabling. What am I watching? I am almost done with all the seasons of Nurse Jackie. I got sucked in. I love the characters. It's like watching a train wreck, which I don't always like, but this one is just, it just interests me, the relationships that they all have with each other. I guess that is what makes it a good show. I was watching Stranger Things, and This is another one of the Netflix originals, and I really think Netflix is doing a good job. I think they are competing with, along with HBO and Showtime and Amazon Prime. If you like X-Files, if you like things with a kind of 80s twist to them, this is an excellent show. It's about a group of middle school kids, and one of them disappears, and another kid appears at the same time. And they're trying to figure out what's going on. The kid who disappears, his body washes up on the shore, and they find out it's not really his body, and then everything goes from there. It's very compelling and interesting. I think there are only 8 episodes, and I just watched the last one last night. It's excellent. And I just started watching Criminal Minds season 11. I've only seen the first one, so I don't know too much about it yet. Unfortunately, I did see the last season, or the last episode of the season, and that made me very sad. But, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep watching Criminal Minds now, but I do want to watch this season. And what I've been reading is, I've been reading Dreamcatcher by Stephen King, and I just finished it this morning. It's amazing. And I'm going to try to quickly finish up here because I hear a garbage truck coming. Ooh, this is very short. That's okay. Y'all, Dreamcatcher was really excellent. I highly recommend it. I gave it 4 stars just because I think it dragged on a little bit too much at the end, but it was really good, and it makes me want to go back and listen to Dr. Sleep, because I've heard that's really good too. Stephen King has an amazing way of making new, I won't want to call them societies, but worlds. Making different worlds is just incredible. I love the way he writes. I am going to try to hurry this up because I hear the garbage truck outside, so it's going to be noisy. Anyway, I will see you guys again in August. And with that, I said get busy knitting or get busy dying.